Yeah, good morning to all, and welcome again in my channel. And we have discussed a lot of things regarding the relation chapter, and we have solved various questions, some board questions, and from the understanding questions also. And today, actually, I have chosen two questions for you, and from the NCERT book. And this type of question is very important for the board also. So, just and yesterday some students asked me the solution of these two questions as well, and that's why this video is for the doubt clearing session. Okay, so these two questions doubts will be cleared in this video, and after that another video will be prepared for discussing about the new questions and the new type of questions. Okay, so these two questions actually just you can write these two questions. This question is written here. Okay, so the first question is, show that the relation R on A, second bracket, and the set is given here. The relation set is given here. It is a relation set. Mod of A minus B is given, is an equivalence relation, so that all the elements of this are related to each other, and all the elements of this are related to the each other. Okay, so यहाँ पर जो कॉन्सेप्ट है, जो थीम है इस क्वेश्चन का, थीम क्या है? यहाँ पर थीम है, यहाँ पर एक रिलेशन सेट दिया हुआ है. ओके, रिलेशन सेट में एक ऑर्डर पेयर गिवन है. इस ऑर्डर पेयर में ए कोमा बी दो एलिमेंट है, ए एंड बी दो एलिमेंट्स हैं. ओके, तो यहाँ पर ए और बी ये जो वैल्यूज है मैं कहाँ से चूज करूंगा? ये जो ए का वैल्यूज, बी का वैल्यूज मैं कहाँ से चूज करूंगा? तो चूज करने के लिए तुम लोगों को एक सेट दिया गया है, ए सेट. So that means according to this question they wanted to say you that the relation is working on this particular set. That means whatever the values of A and B is going to be chosen, that should belong to this set. That means all the values of A and all the values of small b and small a, okay, are this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means you should choose the values of A and B from this set only. Okay, whatever the elements are there, that should be chosen. Other than that, you can't choose any number from your mind. Okay, and then after that, okay, when we will solve this question, we will discuss this question elaborately. And the second question is, relation set is given, order pair A comma B will belongs to the real number. Real number, that means what? Any values can be chosen. A less equals to B cube. Very important question. Okay? A less equals to B cube. Check whether R is equivalence or not. ठीक, तो यहाँ पर हम लोग शुरू करते हैं. तो जो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन का सॉल्यूशन है वो तो यहाँ पर देखो, ये regarding this reflexive, symmetric and the transitive property, if you have any doubt, then you can ask me any question in the comment section. Okay, and as so far as possible, I will make you sure that all the questions and all the doubts will be cleared from my side. I will try my best to make you to make each and every concepts clear to you. Okay, so the first question, just write the first question here. Okay, so here the first question is solution. Okay, solution for the first one number question. Here the relation set is given. Which relation set is given here? Order pair A comma B such that A and B belongs to the set actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think this set is given in the question. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, and the condition is what? Mod of A minus B is what? Given. Okay, so this relation set is given here. So, according to this given condition, each and everything, the reflexive, symmetric and the transitive property should be verified, okay, and should be checked also. So, after checking this thing, then this reflexive, symmetric and the transitive properties will be verified. Okay, whether it is reflexive, symmetric or transitive or not. Okay. So here just you can write, given a set A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means whatever the values of A and B is going to be chosen, that should belong to this set. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other than that, you can't choose any numbers outside of that. Now, reflexive property. Reflexive property. Reflexive property. Okay? Now, here A comma B belongs to R. This order pair belongs to this relation set. Here it is given. You can see this order pair belongs to this relation set. Okay, here you can write this line. So, this implies when this order pair belongs to this relation set, one condition is given, and the condition is what? This part. This part is the condition, and the condition is what? A minus B is what? Okay. A minus B is A. So here you can see, if the modulus of A minus B is even, so if you choose the values of A and B, okay, you can choose A and B values from this set, whatever it is. Just you can choose any number from this set. Okay, just you can solve. That is you can check in graph also. If you choose A equals to 1 and B equals to what? B equals to any number you can choose. Suppose 2. Okay. So here A and B, the values of A and B should be chosen here. For that, the condition is going to be satisfied. So that means those values have to be chosen. For that, this condition is going to be satisfied here. So here you can see, if you choose A equals to 1 and B equals to 2. Okay. So here you can see A minus B, that is what? 1 minus 2. Answer is what? Minus 1. And the mod is there, that means 1. Is it even? So this 1 is not even here. So that means we can't choose A equals to 1 and B equals to 2. Now if you draw a diagram here, this is your set, this is your set A and B. Here actually this B set is not given, only one set is given. That means this relation is working on one set only. That means this A, both sets are A here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, am I right? Now here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So here now just draw this diagram here. For the reflexive property, as I told you that for the reflexive property, the relation between the mapping between the two same numbers will be there. Right? Relation between the two numbers. If you are choosing A equals to 1, and as you all know, these are the values of small a, and these are the values of what? Small. Now, if you choose A equals to 1, then you have to choose B equals to 1, because for the reflexive property, the value of A and B should be equal. Okay. So here, if you choose A equals to 1, then you have to choose B equals to 1. If you choose A equals to 2, then B equals to 2. If you choose 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Okay. That means whatever the equal values are going to be chosen, for that values, the answer will be what? A minus B. That is, whatever the values, 1 minus 1. If the values of A and B are 1 and 1, then 1 minus 1, answer is 0. 0 is what? Even number. Okay. So, here, for the reflexive property, the step is, if A equals to B, we have to choose this line. Then the condition, A minus, in place of B, what should I write? A. Okay. A minus A equals to 0. So 0, is it even? Obviously 0 is even. So that means this condition satisfied. when the subtraction result is even, then the condition will be satisfied for that particular values of A and B. Here you can see for every values of A and B, so for every same values of A and B, answer will be what? 0. Okay, so 0 is even number. So that means you can choose A equals to B here. That means you can plot the value, the same value in place of A and B here. So that is, if you are choosing A in place of B, then the order pair becomes, actually the order pair whatever you have in the question, order pair A comma B belongs to R. Okay, so the order pair will become A comma A because we have chosen A in place of B. Here you can see, so order pair A comma A belongs to R. So that means if you choose A in place of B, then answer will be what? Mod of A minus A equals to 0, which is even number, and the condition is satisfied here. So if the condition is satisfied, that means what? You can choose A in place of B here. So A comma A belongs to R. So R is reflexive. So R is reflexive here, right? Now symmetric property. So for the symmetric property, the same line should be written here. A comma B belongs to R, and this implies mod of A minus B is even. Okay. So now, mod of A minus B is even. So for the symmetric property, as I told you, in symmetric property, the values of A and B actually is going to be interchanged with each other. Okay, that means B will come in place of A and A will come in place of B. Just interchange their position. Yeah, this mod A minus B is there. Just interchange. Just change their positions here. B minus A. Okay, so B minus A. So as you all know, if you have the minus sign in the middle, and if you are interchanging their position, then one minus sign will come in the front. Okay, so it can be written as minus of B minus A. Am I right? Okay. So this minus sign will be absorbed because the mod sign is there. So B minus A. B minus A. So I think the answer is same here. A minus B is even, and B minus A is also even here. So is even. Okay, that means just you can see A minus B can be written as minus of B minus A. Okay, so here if I choose an example, just you can see mod of 4 minus 2, answer is what? 2 is even. Okay, and here 4 and 2 can be chosen, just you can see the set is given here 1 2 3 4 5. That means A and B values can be chosen as 4 and 2 because 4 and 2 both belong to this given set. So here 4 minus 2 answer is what? Now if you are interchanging their position, 2 minus 4 answer is what? Now you tell me answer is what? 2. So both is even number. Just you can see 2 is even number and this 2 is also even number. So that means if you are interchanging their positions also, the answer will not be changed. So that's why A minus B, mod of A minus B and mod of B minus A, both are even number. Okay. So if the condition is satisfied, that means what? We can, here A interchanging with B. That means we can interchange their positions also. So that means if you have the order pair A comma B belongs to R. Now after interchanging their positions, the order pair will become B comma A. Okay. So B comma A. So this B minus A is even. That means what? Order pair B comma A also belongs to R. So here you can see A comma B belongs to R and B comma A belongs to R. If as I told you in the symmetric property discussion, that if you have a comma b order pair a comma b belongs to R and b comma a also belongs to R, then combining these two order pairs, this relation set can be called like a symmetric relation. Here you can see a comma b belongs to R and b comma a also belongs to R. So here you can verify these steps by choosing the different values of a and b here, because the set is given. So if the set is given, you can verify also that am I actually talking the truth or not. That means it is not necessary that whatever I will tell you that should be acceptable for each and everyone. Just you can verify also. Just after just you can choose the values, different values of a and b from the given set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 set is given. You can see in the question. So just choose the values of a and b and just you can check. You can verify whether I am talking truth or not. Okay. So here R is symmetric. R is symmetric. Right? Now for the transitive part. Transitive part. Transitive part. Transitive part. For the same line should be written here. R belongs, this implies mod of a minus b is even. So for the transitive part, as I told you, so far I remember I had discussed this transitive property as well. Okay, in the transitive property, as I told you, 3 elements are required, A, B, C. That means 3 friends are required. Okay, so between A and B, friendship is there. B and C, friendship is there. It is given. These 2 friendships, you know this A and B and C, they have their friendships individually also. Now you have to check. Now you have to construct the friendship relation between A and C. Okay. Now you have to construct. You have to verify whether there is any kind of relation between the A and C or not. Okay. So here B comma C belongs to R. Okay, here you can see these 2 relations and the friendship relation. When this friendship will be happen? The friendship will be happen when this condition will be satisfied. And the condition is what? If A and B are friends, then they should have followed this condition also. And the condition is what? Mod of A minus B is even. Okay. Here the friendship between B and C is there. That means B minus C is even. These 2 friendship, we know they have their friendships also. Now we have to verify whether there is any kind of friendships between A and C or not. Okay. Now, so here for the transitive property, we have to take some steps or some algorithm. Okay. And the algorithm is what? Here, even number. What do you mean by even number? Even number means what? Some multiple of 2. A number which is divisible by 2 is called the even number. Just a class 6, 7 or 4, 5 standard questions. So even number means what? A number which is divisible by 2. That means an even number should be multiple of 2 also. Multiple of 2. That means mod of A minus B is even. Very good. That means this mod of A minus B should be the multiple of 2 also. Okay. So that means if you multiply something with 2, you will get mod of A minus B. You can write mod of A minus B equals to, if you multiply something with 2, then the answer will be A minus B. Now if you take an example, 4 is even number. So how can you verify this 4 is even number? Just 4 is very small number. As you all know, this 4 is divisible by 2. Okay. So that means this 4 can be expressed as 2 into 2. 6 is even number. 6 is even number. So how can you express 6 equals to 2 into 3. That means any even number, whatever it is, any even number can be expressed as the multiple of 2 also. So here you can see 2 into something, answer is 4. 2 into something, answer is 6. So here mod of a minus b is even number, means mod of a minus b equals to 2 into something. Here also mod of b minus c equals to 2 into something. Okay. So something here we need to introduce a constant, and the constant is what? Kk. Okay. So here this kk, the same constant is there. You can choose kk also, no problem. Okay. So just you can choose, no problem. Or also you can choose k1 and k2 also, no problem. Now what do we have to choose? What do we have to prove now? Is there any relation between a and c? Just for proving this thing, we have to verify whether this mod of a minus c, whether it is even number or not. If mod of a minus c is even number, then the condition is satisfied. Then you can construct a relation between a and c as well. Okay. So here mod of a minus c, here in the transitive property, as I told you, you need to introduce one middleman, and the middleman can be introduced like that. Am I right? So as I told you, this modulus function can be split if you have the plus sign in the middle. Okay. So mod of a minus b means 2k, mod of b minus c means 2k. So if you add these two things, 4k. 4k means what? 2 into 2k. So here you can see, here mod of a minus c is the multiple of 2. That means if you multiply something with 2, you will get mod of a minus c. That means what? Even number. Mod of a minus c is also a even number. So that means if the condition is satisfied, then you can construct a relation between a and c as well. So R is transitive. Okay. So here you can see this given relation is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Okay. So R is what? Is it an equivalence relation? Just write the direct statement. So R is equivalence relation. First part is, you can see in the question various parts are there. In the first part you need to prove the equivalence relation. Here it is proved. Now in the next part, show that all the elements of second bracket 1, 3, 5 are related to each other. That means here you need to verify, okay, verify that, you need to verify that here we have to verify whether this set 1, 3, 5 are related to each other. That means both the sets are same. First you have to, and for getting the relation, two sets are required. Okay. Here according to this question, just you can see the question very carefully, so that all the elements of 1, 3, 5 set 1, 3, 5 are related to each other. That means ये जो सेट है 1, 3, 5, इसमें जो एलिमेंट्स दिया हुआ है वो एलिमेंट्स क्या एक दूसरे के साथ रिलेटेड है. अब एलिमेंट्स एक दूसरे के साथ कब रिलेटेड होगा, कब रिलेटेड होगा? One condition is given, and the condition is what? Mod of a minus b is even. Okay. So what are the values of a minus a and b here? Just you can see in the first set, these are the values of a, and these are the values of. Now you can choose any value. These three values of a, you can choose whatever, and these are the values of b. You can choose any value. Okay. So just choose any value just in your mind, and then check here, then check whether it is even or not. If you choose a equals to 1, okay, so now and b equals to 1, So mod of a 1 minus 1. Answer is 0. 0 is even number. 1 and 3. 1 minus 3. Mod of 1 minus 3. That means answer is what? Mod of 1 minus 3. Answer is 2 because mod sign is there. No negative number will come. So 2 is even number. 1, 5. Okay. So that means 1 minus 5 minus 4. Mod sign is there. Class 4. 4 is even number. That means with this one, each and every elements of the second set have a relation. Okay. 3. If you choose 3, 3, 1. So mod of 3 minus 1. Answer is 2. Even number. That means there is a relation between 3 and 1. 3, 3. 3 minus 3 answer is 0. Mod of 3 minus 3 answer is what? 0. Okay. So 0 is even number. 3, 5. Answer is what? 2. 2 is even number. 5, 1. 4. 4 is even number. 5, 3. 2. Even number. 5, 5. 0. So here you can see, here all the elements of this set 1, 3, 5 are related to each other. So here if you should write the direct statement here. All the elements of the set 1, 3, 5 are related to each other. Just you should draw this diagram also. This diagram is very important. Okay, and you can check also, just like this. You can check, no problem. So, the next part. Here another set is given 2, 4. 2, 4. So here you have to verify 2, 4. Another set is there 2, 4. Now you have to check all the elements of this set are related to each other. So that's why I have chosen the same set. This related to each other. That means for getting the relation, you need to take 2 sets at a time. So 2 sets means related to each other. That means 2 same sets are there. So I have chosen the same sets. So 2, 4, just like that. You can choose 2 with this 2. 2, 2. 2 minus 2 answer is 0. 0 is even number. That means there is a relation between 2 and 2. 2, 4. 2 minus 4 answer is minus 2. There is mod is there. 2 relation. 4, 2. 4, 4. So that means here also the statement, all the elements of 2, 4 are related to each other. Okay, you should draw this diagram also. यहाँ पर तुम लिख दोगे all are even here. All are even. Here also all are even. Okay. Now the last part of this question is: are the elements of the next part? Next part, are the elements of 1, 3, 5 are related to this set? यहाँ पर देखो, फर्स्ट पार्ट में सेम सेट में रिलेशन है कि नहीं चेक करना था, इसमें भी सेम सेट में रिलेशन है कि नहीं चेक करना था. अब तुम्हें बोला गया कि 2 डिफरेंट सेट लेना है, एक है 1, 3, 5, दूसरा है 2, 4. Now you have to verify whether there is any relation between these 2 sets. Actually 2 sets means what? Between the elements of these 2 sets. Now you can choose 1. I have chosen 1, and I have chosen 2 here. So if you choose A equals to 1 and B equals to 2, so then mod of A minus B, answer is what? 1 minus 2. Answer is what? 1. So I think 1 is not an even number. So that's why we can't choose A equals to 1 and B equals to 2 here. Now 1, 4, just 1 minus 4, answer is what? 3. 3 is not an even number. 3, 2, 3 and 2. 3 minus 2, answer 1, not even number. 3 minus 4, answer is 1, not even number. 5 minus 2, answer is 3, odd number it is. And 5, 4, 1, odd number it is. So here we can see whatever the values are chosen from this first set and from the second set, the answer is not even number. All are odd numbers. So that's why there is no relation between these two sets. Just you can write the direct statement here. Here 1, 3, 5 and 2, 4 are not related. Okay, this diagram draw. Okay. Okay. If you have any doubt regarding this question, you can ask me the question in the comment section. Just you can ask. Okay. And just I want to make you clear that I'm doing a lot of things, and I'm giving too much efforts for making this video. Just anyhow I manage this room, and I know actually this board and setup is not so good, but I'm giving you the assurance that after going to my workstation, the setup will be there, and all the things will be actually will be fit and fine. Okay. So before that, just try to understand the problem actually, because the lockdown is going on, nothing to do here, so nothing we can do. Actually, this lockdown is not the human made. Just we are bound to follow these lockdown rules, and we can't step out from home without any emergency. If you have any emergency, then you can step out, but and for any urgent work you can step out from home, but other than that you have to stay at home. So actually all the shops are closed, so nothing is there in the market. So anyhow, just help me actually help me out of this problem, and try to understand my problem also. So after this opening this lockdown, I think all the problems will be sorted out, and as so far as possible. So from my side, I will try to make you comfortable with my classes, and just let's see. Okay. And those who are not subscribing my channel till now, please subscribe my channel and push the bell icon as well. Okay. And so that this kind of calculations and this solutions, sensitive solution and additional solutions can be provided to each and every student of this corner, of this terrain actually. Okay. So all the actually all types of students from all the corners of this country can be actually benefited by these classes. That's why you should subscribe my channel, and I think the more you subscribe my channel, I think the channel growth will be there. If my channel grown up, then my classes will be spread all over the country. Okay. So that's why you should subscribe my channel as well and push the bell icon as well. Okay. Now the next channel is the next question. Not channel. The next question is what? Next question are एक सेट गिवन है. देखो यहाँ पर ऑर्डर पेयर पे गिवन है a comma b such that a comma b belongs to R, okay, and a less equals to b. Okay. Now this type of questions, if the real number is given, if the sets are not given, then you can choose any sets here. But here the set is given, that means all the values of a and b should be chosen from the real number set. Okay. So here the reflexive property. So here a comma b belongs to R, and this implies a less equals to b. Here it is the condition. It means whatever the values of a and b will going to be chosen, okay, that should satisfy this condition as well. A less equals to b cube. Okay. Now, if I choose some values of A and B here, so here A equals to 1 by 3, B equals to 1 by 3, because we are going to prove the reflexivity property. So for the reflexivity property, the same values of A and B have to be chosen. Remember this thing. For the reflexive property, the same values of A and B will be there. Okay, so that's why just you can write also. So A equals to 1 by 3, B equals to 1 by 3. 1 by 3 is the real number, 1 by 3 is the real number, as we all know. Now, you have to verify whether this condition is satisfied or not. Now, this implies 1 by 3 less equals to 1 by 3 whole cube. So 1 by 3 less equals to 1 by 27. Is it right? Is it right? 1 by 3 smaller than 1 by 27? Huh? I think it is not right. Okay. So in the fraction actually the more you have the denominator, that means if you have the greater denominator, then it will be smaller with respect to the smaller denominator terms. So 1 by 3 less equals to 1 by 27. It is not right, not true here, not true. So we can't choose A equals to 1 by 3. That means we can't choose the same values. Okay. So here, for all the values of A and B, the reflexivity property should be proved and should be acceptable also. So here you can see, if you have at least one value, if you have at least one value of A and B, here for that actually the condition is not going to be satisfied, then this relation cannot be explained as the reflexive relation. So R is not reflexive. R is not reflexive. You can see, you can choose the examples also, no problem. There's various kinds of methods are there. You can choose, no problem. And the general calculation is also can be taken, no problem. So symmetric property. Symmetric property. So as I told you in our last lecture, that if you have the less than and greater than sign, then this type of relation will not be symmetric. Here you can see this less than and greater than sign is given. That means what? It is not going to be symmetric here. Okay. Now, if you choose an example, A comma B. Now, if you want to verify, then you can check, no problem. So A less equals to B. Just choose any value. Now, if we choose A equals to 1 and B equals to 2, we can just 1 and 2 are the real numbers also. So if this 1 less equals to 2, so 1 less than less equals to 2, it is good, no problem. Now, if you interchange the values of A and B, it means if you choose A equals to 2 and B equals to 1, okay. So the condition will become what? 2 less equals to B cube means what? 1 cube. Okay, so that means 2 less equals to 1. Is it right? 2 less equals to 1. How is it possible? That means if you are interchanging the values of A and B, the condition is not going to be satisfied. So that's why if I take, that's why 1 comma 2 this order pair belongs to the real number, relation set. But 2 comma 1, that means if you are interchanging the values, you can see 2 1 1 2 belongs to 1 and 2 1. For the symmetric property, the reverse element, the reverse order pair should belong to the same relation set. So 2 comma 1 doesn't belong to the same relation set. So R is not symmetric. Okay. Now for the transitive property, transitive transitive property, as you know, in the transitive property, three elements will have to be chosen. A comma B comma C belongs to R. Now A comma B belongs to R, that's why A less equals to B cube can be written. Okay. B comma C, again this order pair, friendship between A and B, B and C. B less equals to C cube. Okay. This is inequality number 1 and this is inequality number 2. Now we have to verify whether there is any relation between A and C or not. Okay. So if you want to prove that A less equals to C cube needs to be shown, right? And needs to be proved also. Okay. A less equals to C cube. When this condition will be satisfied, then this order pair A comma C will belong to the relation set. But before proving this thing, I am not so sure that order pair A comma C belongs to R or not. Okay. So here now, here L is equals to C cube needs to be proven. So here we can see that the middleman, we need to introduce a middleman here. The middleman is what here? Middleman is B, I think, no? But here in the inequality, that you can see, here B is there, here B is there, no problem. But here B cube is there, but here the power is 1. That means middleman is not meshed here to different values or different middlemen are there. So that means middleman should be 1 here. Only one unique middleman should belong to this actually transitive property. Okay. So here B to the power and B to middleman is not matched. So how can you introduce the relation between A and C cube? Okay. So actually in the inequality part, you can see A less than B less than C. So here A less than C can be rotated, no problem. But if you have A here, A less than B, B less than C. If you have these two inequality, by using these two inequality, you can write this line, and from this line you can write A less equal less than C. But if you have A less than B, B cube and B less than C cube, and how can you make this chain here? We can't use the chain here because this middleman is not matched. So that's why A C cube, this cannot be written. We are not sure that A less equals to C cube, it will be right or not. So combining 1 and 2, 1 and 2, A not less equals to C. So this implies order pair A comma C doesn't belong to the real number set because the condition is not satisfied. So R is not symmetry. So transitive. Okay, so here you can see R is not reflexive, not symmetry, and not transitive here. So R is not equivalence relation. Right? This is the direct statement. So here these two questions are solved. Okay. Another video will be prepared and another questions will be provided. Just if I actually provide too much questions in one video, then the video will be longer. Okay. So this longer video it is going to be very much boring. So that's why this 2, 3 questions will be provided in one video, and another video will be provided regarding the 2 or 3 questions. Okay. So in this video, just I have to stop here right now. So these two questions are done, and these two questions are very important for the board standard questions. And just try to solve this type of questions from NCERT and from R.D. Sharma and from R.S. Agarwal and from the Macro Hill book and from the Arihant, Dinesh, and then many more books are there. Then Disha, and then many more books are there. So whatever you have, and whatever the book you have, just try to solve this type of questions from that books, and I think it will be fruitful and useful for the board exams. And these questions may come in your school standard or the board standard questions as well. Okay, so thank you very much. Bye, and don't forget to subscribe and push the bell icon as well. Okay, and like what